Sagittarius. Hello, welcome to your reading. Hope you're all well. Thank you for tuning in. It is Wednesday the 18th of March 2026. I'm going to pull a love tarot reading for those of you who are in a connection or a relationship at the moment. Please take what resonates and leave what does not. Pull some cards for you, for them, the relationship, the connection, and some cards of advice from the universe, from Spirit. Let's get into it, Sagittarius. I'm raring to go. So, what messages are for you, Sagittarius? What messages for Sagittarius are there in love for Sagittarius, please? Five of Wands in reverse, the Tower in the upright, and the Nine of Swords in the upright. Tower moment. Shocking moment, sudden moment of chaos or change, transition. A shocking moment where everything falls down so you can rebuild. A chaotic event, a sudden event, might be catastrophic, might just be a moment that shakes you in a positive way, but it shakes you. Have no doubt, it shakes you. It rumbles you. It's a moment that you don't forget. It's a moment that the universe sends for you to give you a swift kick up the behind in order for change to happen. You've been anxious, worried, overthinking something in your thoughts very much, maybe not being able to sleep at night, not being able to relax. You are trying to avoid conflict, tension or friction, or you're walking away from some sort of conflict, friction that's been giving you worry, anxiety, sleepless nights. And you're hitting a tower moment, perhaps, when a revelation comes to you, an aha moment comes to you, that something has happened, fallen down, and it's changing something, or it's about to change something in a major way. The Tower is a major energy of sudden, swift change. No nonsense, no messing. This is it. This is the moment where everything falls down and you can transition, change, make good again. I keep saying it, I keep repeating it because I keep looking at that Tower card, and I feel that it is something on quite a big way, quite a big thing that's happened or that is about to happen for you, Sagittarius. So let's get some cards for your person that you are connected to in love. The person that Sagittarius is dealing with, connected to, in love. What are the messages for the person, the energy of the person that Sagittarius is connected to in love? Page of Pentacles in reverse, the Emperor in reverse, and Strength in the upright. So, your person's a bit all over the place, lacking control, direction, a bit impulsive, or stubborn, lacking focus, lacking a plan, lacking stability, lacking direction. Probably said that already. But they're showing, or they're trying to show, courage, control, focus. Trying to find their inner strength, inner bravery, inner courage. They're all over the place. They have no plan. They have no direction. They might be a little bit impulsive, but they're kind of trying to, put a brave face on it. They're trying to tame the beast. They're trying to control themselves. So, for the connection, the relationship between you and your person, Sagittarius. What messages do we have for the connection, the relationship? I don't know why I just done that. I am feeling really... are you feeling a bit annoyed, Sagittarius? I don't know. I'm getting an energy of, yeah, something that's just hit and someone's trying not to get into conflict. Are you biting your tongue, Sagittarius? Are you trying to bite your tongue on something? Right, let's have a look for the connection, the relationship between Sagittarius and their person. Three of Swords in reverse. King of Cups in reverse. Nine of Pentacles in the upright. There's some healing. There's some pain. There's some heartbreak. Or there's some resistance to dealing with some pain, some heartbreak. Some emotional unbalance, unsurety, unsure of feelings. Perhaps someone's, well, perhaps your person's, it's showing your person's being a little bit, well, quite a bit up and down, unbalanced. Lacking in effort, lacking in focus, lacking in direction, lacking in control, authority, lacking in Emperor power because they're upside down. Yeah, your person's upside down. Nine of Pentacles, that's stability and abundance within oneself. That's someone standing on their own 2 feet. Perhaps your person's not standing on their own 2 feet at the moment because they're lacking stability, lacking any sort of structure. Three cards of advice from Spirit, from the universe, for you and your person in love, Sagittarius. Three cards of advice for you and your person in love. The Hanged Man in reverse, the Nine of Cups in the upright, and Judgment in reverse. Again, there's a resistance here. There's a resistance that, or there's some sort of accountability or change or responsibility that someone is not taking. Someone is stubborn, stuck in their ways. Someone's trying to come to a perspective, a new perspective, but they're failing. They're just sort of stuck in this resistant energy. The Nine of Cups, well, that is about emotional fulfillment, feeling emotionally content, happy, satisfied. But at the moment, I'm not seeing either of you looking very emotionally fulfilled or satisfied. Perhaps that's what wants... Well, I don't know. Let's not assume. Let's clarify a bit and see what's really going on here. The Tower. Why is the Tower here for Sagittarius? Five of Swords in reverse. Walking away, a lost battle. Walking away, resisting conflict, not getting involved, accepting defeat, letting it fall, letting the Tower fall. Letting the Tower fall. Perhaps there's some sort of, there's something about a lost battle here, feeling defeated, Someone feels defeated. They've had enough. They're kind of fed up. Not wanting to get into this anymore. Not wanting to battle on. Not wanting to try and resolve some sort of conflict, tension or friction. Someone's fed up and they're just letting the tower fall. I'm guessing that's you, Sagittarius, because you're the one with the tower. 5 of Wands in reverse. Why is it here for Sagittarius in love? Ace of Cups in the upright. Ace of Cups, well, that's an offering of love and emotion, or it's an emotional new beginning, or a new beginning in love. So you could be at the point of offering yourself a new beginning. Staying away from conflict, friction, tension, admitting defeat, and looking after yourself. Giving yourself love, looking after yourself, not getting involved in, or the changing point, the tower, could be you deciding that, yeah, you've had enough and you're going to look after yourself now. Or perhaps you have some sort of new beginning. A change, something that comes to an end in order to have a new beginning. The tower, when it falls down, a cycle ends, something ends, and then something new can begin, something can be rebuilt, and there is that Ace of Cups right there. 9 of Swords, why is it here for Sagittarius in love? The Fool in reverse. So, the Fool in reverse talks about carelessness, walking forward before you look where you're going, you step forward before you think about it. Oh, okay. Page of Cups in reverse, just flipped out quite dramatically. So your person might be, I don't know, there could be a new beginning here, or a renewal of love, or a reconciliation after this tower moment. But someone here is not very sure of their feelings, and they don't want to make a reckless decision or a silly mistake, or they're doubtful that this new beginning can happen, this tower can be rebuilt. And they're fed up of thinking about any of it, which I think might be you, Sagittarius. Now, seeing as how these are the cards that I am about to clarify your person's energy with, and that Page of Cups just flipped out in the reverse, and your person also has a Page of Pentacles in reverse, I'm going to put that card there and assume that it's for your person. Your person's just not very sure at the minute, Saggy. They're unstable, they're unsure, they're lacking direction, but they're putting this courageous, brave face on it, that they have everything under control. Page of Pentacles in reverse. Why is it here for the person that Sagittarius is connected to in love? 10 of Cups in reverse. Now that is a shattered dream. That is a separation. That is a breakup. That is a breakdown. A tower falling down. That is unhappiness. That is not emotional fulfillment. This is some sort of happy ending that doesn't happen. Why is the Emperor here in reverse for the person that Sagittarius is dealing with in love? The World in reverse. But something is not finished. There is something unfinished. There is a lack of closure here. Perhaps your person's wondering whether you're going to offer them love again, or heal this, or start again. Put it all behind us and start again. Let's rebuild. Perhaps your person is confident in some way that that will happen, but they're not very sure. Why is strength here for the person that Sagittarius is connected to in love? Judgment in reverse. Yep. Judgment in reverse. There's a change here that needs to happen that's not happening, and perhaps, Sagittarius, you are the one that's bringing this change because no one else is doing anything about it. I'm getting the energy of someone who has some sort of confidence, but they're not actually, their confidence, but they're not actually, it's like just showing, it's like a brave face. They're putting a brave face on it. But they're not actually, it isn't how it actually appears. And they're not kind of dealing with what needs to be dealt with. And they're not dealing with it, so the issue can't be resolved, and it remains, well, unresolved, lacking closure. Three of Swords. Three of Swords in reverse. Why is it here for Sagittarius and the person they are connected to in love? Ten of Swords in the upright. Someone here is not admitting defeat. Someone here is putting a brave face on it, and they're showing this determination and courage when they know that they are someone is defeated here. They are all out of ideas, or they're not wanting to change something, or they're not wanting to come to some sort of awakening, transition. There's betrayal here. Someone's feeling at a loss, failure, wounded. And they're not dealing with some sort of pain that they need to deal with. They're just not acknowledging it. There's a change that needs to happen. There's a cycle that needs to end. Or something has ended, so something can begin. And someone is feeling betrayed, but they are not healing it. They are not acknowledging it. They are not wanting to deal with it. King of Cups in reverse energy. Why is it here for Sagittarius and their person in love? Eight of Wands. In the upright, that is a very swift, very fast action, decision, movement, communication, or travel. But it's very fast. I'm getting, Sagittarius, that this is you that's taking this swift action. Because I'm not getting anything swift from your person at all. Perhaps you've had some communication with each other, or you've kind of aired your feelings, said what needs to be said. But there's a quick decision here, and it's very swift, a very quick change. A Tower moment. Nine of Pentacles. Why is it here for Sagittarius and their person in love? The High Priestess in reverse. Who did I just say has aired what they feel? You, Sagittarius. The High Priestess in reverse. Someone has not been saying how they feel. someone has been keeping their feelings, their thoughts, their words to themselves because they've been trying to avoid conflict, friction and tension. They've been worried about it, anxious about it, but they haven't wanted to, they've been resisting saying something as not to cause heated arguments or conflict, whatever it is. But they've come to the moment that they cannot hold this anymore. They've been keeping it to themselves, or keeping their feelings to themselves, or there's been some sort of secrecy here. I'm not getting so much secrecy, I'm getting more repression of how someone really feels. And in comes the Tower, in comes the Eight of Wands. Woof. It's all come out. It's all come out. Why is the Hanged Man here in reverse for Sagittarius and their person in love? Why is the Hanged Man here in reverse for Sagittarius and their person in love? The Ace of Cups in reverse. There's someone here that's not saying, and this might be your person, Sagittarius. Yeah, they're not. Someone here is not saying what they need to say. They're not. Someone is holding it all in. They're resisting. They don't want to say how they really feel. They're kind of stuck. Or there's some sort of new beginning here that's stuck. It's not beginning because something needs to be acknowledged. Or something needs to end in order for something to begin. And someone's kind of needing to walk away and admit defeat, but they're not. I'm just getting a message that something is a lost cause, like something, it's like admit defeat, know when to admit defeat. Nine of Cups, why is it here for Sagittarius and their person in love? The Chariot in reverse. There's a wish fulfillment here. There's something that's blocked, this wish fulfillment, this happiness, this Ten of Cups, this whatever it is. There's a lack of direction with it. It's sort of frozen. It's with no direction. It's kind of not getting off the ground, or there's a lot of resistance. There's cycles that need to end and begin. There's doubt. There's someone here, there's a little bit impulsive, all over the place. There's something that's very stuck. There's someone who has a lack of control. Tell me about Judgment in reverse. Why is it here twice in reverse energy for Sagittarius and their person in love? What does Sagittarius and their person in love need to know about Judgment in reverse? Why is Judgment here twice in reverse for Sagittarius in love? Oh. And there's the Tower again. Someone is about to say what they feel. Someone is about to bring the change because no change is happening. No change is happening, so someone is about to make it happen. Because I'm getting the energy of someone who's kind of fed up being stuck in it all. The anxiety, the worry, not saying how they feel, not saying what they're thinking. Being in doubtful kind of energy, and the person is unsure, unstructured, up in the air, not awakening, not kind of coming to the point of taking account, responsibility, they're just not. There's just someone here who's just all over the place, and someone here has had enough. They have well and truly had enough. Or the universe has had enough of watching you both, and the universe is about to come in and throw a brick right at it and make it all fall down because neither of you are doing anything about it. Sorry to be harsh, but sometimes a tower moment isn't what you or your person does, it's what the universe does for you when something is so stuck. And the universe just goes, boom, there you are. Now deal with it. Because a change needs to happen, a transition needs to happen, something needs to change, or you're both going to be stuck and no one's going to move forward. And we all need to keep moving forward. For good, for positive. Life needs to change, it needs to move forward. You can't stay stuck in friction, anxiety, worry, instability, unstructure, wishy-washy feelings, feeling wounded, betrayed, stuck, avoiding your intuition, not saying how you really feel, keeping it all bottled up. Who wants to live like that? Not me. One from the top of each deck. 8 of Cups in reverse. 6 of Cups in the upright. 7 of Cups in reverse. 2 of Cups in the upright. The Hierophant in the upright. The Lovers in reverse. Knight of Cups in reverse. 4 of Pentacles in the upright. So this is someone that you could have known a long time, or you've got a lot of history with this person, or you've been together a long time. Perhaps you are married. The Hierophant is there. There's love here, there's chemistry, a strong bond. Perhaps you've been together a long time, or, you know, I'm not getting so much the intense chemistry thing. I think this is more a connection, a relationship, a situation that's been going on a long time, and you feel bonded to your person. You feel love. Yeah, perhaps I'm not getting so much the chemistry at the moment. This is about a commitment, about a marriage. Perhaps the person you're connected to is already married. Perhaps you're already married. Perhaps they're already married, or they're committed to someone else, or they're connected to someone else. Perhaps this is a past person. But yeah, there is a tower here, and it's here twice. This is the point of change, and I feel more, I'm not feeling that this is a change that maybe might happen. I'm getting that this is the point of change because something has been very stuck, and or perhaps there's been a few tower moments and it's still staying stuck, or it's still stuck. But I'm more getting the energy that the universe is screaming at someone here, or you both, that something is about to come crashing down, because this is a very unstable situation, and it's kind of, I'm getting the energy that it's holding on by a thread. Let me put these into their suits for you. Sagittarius, I'm getting, there is a new beginning, but there's something that needs to end in order for that new beginning to come in. There is a commitment here, or someone is already committed. There's a choice to be made between two. There's something that's got no direction at all, but someone is determined, yet they're very stuck. I'm seeing that there is 2 tower moments here. I'm also getting the energy that the tower moments have hit, and they've hit, and they've hit. And there's also a tower moment, that a realization, a transition, an ending that someone needs to go through, but they don't seem to be doing it. They're not coming to an awakening, they're not coming to the point of change, they're resisting it, and they are feeling lacking in closure when they've been given all the closure that they need. There is some sort of past bond, or some feeling of closeness, or this is something that's been going on for a while, someone that you've known a while, or you've known each other a while, or a relationship that's been, you've been, pardon me, connected a while, together a while, you've known each other a long time. There's this feeling of this strong bond, this connection. However, I'm getting the energy of a completion, a happy ever after that hasn't happened, is not happening, and it's very unstable and doubtful whether this happy ever after, happy ending will actually happen, because someone is not balanced in their feelings, they're not balanced in their emotions, they're not saying how they feel, they're not coming to an awakening, they're not making a decision, they're just letting it float. Or they're letting you float, or you're letting them float, however it resonates. Someone is, resisting a change, not walking away when they know they should. There's feelings there, but there's no stability. Someone's holding on, and they're but what are they holding on to? Someone's resisting conflict, tension, resisting dealing with something, but there's an 8 of Wands, which is swift action, swift communication, a quick decision. And someone is feeling very betrayed, very defeated, very wounded by it all. So is someone about to make a decision and bring a tower moment for this whole situation in order to create a very much needed change in one direction or the other? Because someone's not making the change that they said that they would. And I have a feeling that this has been going on for quite a while. And it's like, well, how long can you kind of hang around? No, not someone who needs to make a decision. Not making that decision is a decision. Being left with a lack of closure is closure in itself. And the High Priestess is there in reverse. Perhaps somebody already knows the truth of the matter, but they are ignoring it, avoiding it, not wanting to see the truth of the matter. So, yeah. I must say I've had quite a few readings like this at the moment, so it's quite heavy. So perhaps a lot of you are dealing with these sort of stuck situations. But regardless of whether you make a change or they make a change, or sooner or later the universe will just throw that brick and it will create the change for you. And the Tower moment is quite a major, shocking event, moment, change. So whether you're going to be the one to do it, or they're going to be the one to do it, or whether the universe is going to be the one to do it, this is going to happen. This change is going to come. So that, I guess, remains to be seen. This is your reading, Sagittarius. Hope it helped. Hope it resonated. If it did, please give the video a thumbs up. If you would like more readings from me, yes, if you would like more readings from me, please subscribe to the channel. It'd be very much appreciated. Good luck, best wishes, lots of love, as always, and until next time. Bye-bye.